Hi, this is a tutorial. I'm going to show you on how to make a very, very quick hardback sketchbook. And it just uses cardboard, duct tape, staples, and paper. And these are really handy. I make these a lot for myself and for the girls. This is Lydia's, and Sadie's, and Delia's. And I started making these because I was making the softback journals, just cardstock folded over paper, and they didn't have any stability, which was fine, especially if they're small, but the girls and myself really appreciate a hard surface, but we blast through these, and so we just started making them at home. And what I like to do is I also like to just tape a little envelope in back, so then you can put in business cards or leaves or bits of paper. And I'm going to show you how we make them with our materials at home. You can get so fancy with these. They have colored masking tape. You could cover the board with paper. You could do stickers. There's something so satisfying to me about sort of how low tech these are with just, oh yeah, baby, be quiet. How low tech these are just with duct tape and cardboard. I just like that look, but you could spiff these up and they could be super slick and designy if you wanted them to be. But these kids can make. They're really, really easy. And the cardboard you can just draw it. So what I use is I just use board. It's actually backer board that I happen to have when I sell my art prints, but it's just 8.5 by 11 cardboard that I cut in half. So it's a normal size of paper. If you don't have a stack of these in your garage, which I don't know why you would, you can use cardboard from just around the house, and you can just cut it 8.5 by 11 if you'd like. That works just fine. You can use any kind of scrap cardboard you want. This is nice just because you can draw on it. And then I just use 6 sheets of white paper from the printer. 6, sometimes I use 8 and fold them in half. That's kind of pushing it, to be honest. I think that 6 is ideal. They might say they want more, but don't believe anything they say. All right, so here's your paper, and here is your cover. And I just cut it in half, and I folded this in half. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the spine. Now bookbinders, you're going to notice that this is pretty, that's the sound of the tape. This is just your typical roll of duct tape. That's what I'm using. So the deal is when you put the spine on, the book case becomes slightly wider than the paper, which is excellent. However, it's still the same height, which is not so awesome. But you know what? For what this is, it's fine. So I'm gonna eyeball this because that's what I do. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm just putting this onto the tape. Didn't measure, and then I'm gonna go like this, and I'm leaving about 3/8 of an inch in between. I'm pressing that, and then I fold this over, and I kind of press. See my little groove there? And I fold this over and press, and then I just grab one more little piece of tape and put it in the middle. And of course you can use colored tape, as I said earlier. All right, and you really want to press that groove in. So now you have a book cover that's obviously longer. It's because of that channel there, and that's great. So that means it will overhang your papers just a little bit. It's just that this is the same size. So if you are a fussy bookbinder, this can be a little bit maddening because that works, but then this can be slightly off. But this is where I practice my effort at not being perfect. And I'm getting much, much, much better at that. So here we go. We're going to staple this. Now, I happen to have a long arm stapler, which is a very important thing in our house.
Unless it's normal.
Yes, yes. And so I'm going to just staple this. You do need a long arm stapler to do it like this. However, if you have normal stapling needs, you might not have a long arm stapler. And I'm going to show you a trick. This is a short stapler. This is an eraser. You put the eraser down and you put your book over the eraser. All right, and then you open up your stapler. Ha. Don't dump out your staples. And then you press, you find your staple in there, and then you press on it. And then you've stapled into your eraser. Look at that. You basically made your own long arm staple. That is a filthy eraser. We'll just pretend like that is not that dirty. And so now you can see you have these little prongs. So you just go through and flatten them out. Now, of course, if you're doing one of these, this is no big deal. If you're making as many as I make, this becomes annoying, hence the long arm stapler. But that is a great trick if you don't have one. And then one more staple. Here we go. Right, that's it. Then you fold it up, and it looks pretty dang good. And then I, usually in the back, I'm not sure why, you could do it in the front. I usually add a little envelope with some tape that I have handy. You could use a glue stick, of course. We're big glue stick users around here too. So we're going to tape this in. You want to tape it better than this, but you know what? I bet you know how to tape just fine. So I'm going to just pretend like this is taped appropriately. And then you can just do your sketch. And I'm getting pressure to do a sketch, and now I'm buckling under the pressure. Where'd that rubber band go? Oh, so we'll pretend that this is a beautifully drawn. You know what? This is so not beautiful. We'll grab one of these. There we go. So now we're done. And then what I do before I throw it in my bag is I usually just put a rubber band on it and stick a pen in. Done. It's nice if it has a cap, but if it has a cap, then it can't draw all over the inside of my purse, which, you know, it does. So we tend to not have caps. That's it. All right. I hope you enjoy these and make a ton of them.
Thank you for my pen.
Bye.